My grandmother's ring that she bought in 1935. Her diary, I have an entry that she purchased it in Bangkok, Siam, which is now Thailand. But I don't know if that was the stone or the setting that she purchased then, because I also have some family lore that she maybe got it in Ceylon, which is now Sri Lanka. That part is one of my question marks, as is the actual setting, which I know is platinum. I'd heard it might have been a Tiffany's setting from London or Paris, Tiffany's at that time, but I couldn't find it in her journal to confirm that. I just always heard that from my father.
A remarkable piece of jewelry from the mid-1930s, this ring is a classic American Art Deco design, crafted entirely in platinum. Accompanying the ring is one of the earliest colored stone certifications ever issued by the Gemological Institute of America, GIA. Dating back to 1969, a rare and historically significant detail in the world of gem appraisal.
But the very respected local jeweler said he wouldn't even touch it until I had an appraisal. I have a little note that said it was appraised in 1951, but I don't have the appraisal. I don't know what. But I do have a verification from a lab that it's a natural sapphire.
The mounting is beautifully engraved along the shoulders and embodies the architectural elegance of the era, reminiscent of the Chrysler Building with its sleek geometric lines. At its center lies a magnificent emerald-cut natural sapphire, weighing approximately 15 carats. The cut itself is uncommon for sapphires, as achieving such brilliance in an emerald-cut stone is exceptionally difficult. There are no additional diamonds or embellishments. The sapphire alone commands attention and stands powerfully on its own.
And I have never seen one from the GIA from that period, so that to me is very, very interesting. And they give a dimension, they don't give a weight.
Yeah.
I measured it, and I'm coming up with around 15 plus carats.
Oh, wow, that's
so
wonderful.
It's a big boy.
Though the exact country of origin is undetermined, possible sources include Ceylon, Sri Lanka, Burma, Myanmar, or Kashmir, all renowned for producing some of the world's finest sapphires.
Without a country of origin certificate, I cannot tell you really what country it came from, but let's just say it's Ceylon.
Okay.
If it's a Ceylon, it's worth at least 10,000 a carat. If it's a Burma, it's worth 20,000 a carat. Now, if you hit the jackpot and it's a cashmere, you're looking at 50,000 a carat. So this ring, the lowest value at auction is $150,000 to $250,000.
Oh my gosh.
If it's a Burma, you're at $300,000. If it's a cashmere, you're at $750,000. So, are you wearing it?
I guess I would have to have a very special occasion to put that on, but wow.
It originally belonged to my great-grandmother who lived in Lincoln, Nebraska. My aunt ended up with it, and she unfortunately passed away, so then my dad got it, and then he passed it on to me about a year and a half, 2 years ago, right before he passed away.
A stunning Art Nouveau ring dating to around 1900, this piece is a true example of wearable art. At its center rests an Australian boulder opal, displaying a vivid play of colors across the front, with a natural brown matrix visible on the back, a hallmark of genuine boulder opals. Inside the band is the mark of Marcus & Company, a prestigious American jewelry house based in New York City, active between 1892 and 1962. Renowned for their fine enamel work and high-quality craftsmanship, Marcus & Coars were among the leading names of their era.
We know that the ring was made to frame the stone in particular. And when we take this ring and we look at it on the shoulder specifically, there are extra leaf motifs on the undercarriage of the ring.
The ring itself is made of 14-karat gold, typical of U.S. jewelry from that period, and was specifically designed to frame the opal, enhancing its natural brilliance. Altogether, it represents a masterpiece of Art Nouveau design, blending artistry, symbolism, and fine materials into a single, one-of-a-kind jewel.
You would probably be looking anywhere $25,000 to $30,000.
Oh, no. Really?
Yes.
My daddy bought this ring for my mom after She fell into the Arkansas River off of our houseboat. The Delta Queen was docking at the Island Harbor Marina in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and we were docking our houseboat, and Mama fell in and she couldn't swim, and the undercurrent pulled her under, and she didn't come back up. And so we were all panicking, and we thought she was drowning. And finally, Daddy and my brothers jumped in, and I jumped in, and we found her, and we pulled her back up, and Daddy was so upset, he sold the houseboat the next day and bought this ring for my mother.
What year did this happen in?
This was back in about the 1980s.
What did he pay for the ring?
Daddy gave Zappy $5,000 for the ring.
A finely crafted platinum diamond ring from the 1950s, likely made in America, stands out for both its elegance and precision. The centerpiece is a brilliant cut diamond weighing approximately 3.5 carats, known for its exceptional clarity and slight fluorescence, qualities that make it sparkle vividly under sunlight.
I'm calculating the carat weight of the size of the smaller stones between the round and the baguette cut stones at around 1.8 carats, or a carat 80. So the ring has a total carat weight above 5 carats.
Surrounding the main diamond are graduated round and baguette cut diamonds, adding another 1.8 carats to the total weight.
A retail value today for this ring is in the range of $60,000 to $70,000.
Jeez, oh, Peto. Wow. Man.
This ring belonged to my grandmother, and she passed away in 1981. Before that time, she was quite a fancy lady, loved to wear her rings and her blings, got her hair done every week, got her nails done, and put her rings on and went out. So when she passed away, I went through her closet, and in the pockets of her jackets, I found this ring wrapped in a little piece of tissue.
This beautifully crafted diamond and sapphire ring dating back to the 1920s, most likely of American origin, showcases remarkable artistry and detail. At its center rests an old European-cut diamond measuring just under 3 carats, surrounded by additional old European-cut and single-cut diamonds that enhance its brilliance.
Now you can see someone definitely wore this ring because some of the sapphires are missing.
Yes.
It's not a difficult repair.
Yes.
It really doesn't affect the
Yes.
value of
Yes.
the ring that much.
Fine cutouts above the central stone and on each side demonstrate the exceptional attention to design and detail that defines this timeless piece.
I would insure this at $25,000.
$25,000. Okay. Wow. Wow, that's a beautiful ring. $25,000. Okay. Wow. That's a beauty. Yeah. Jenny, gee whiz. Woo, Grandma, thank you.
It's an inherited family heirloom from my mother-in-law. I opened the box with this, and it was such a gorgeous emerald. I mean, it just really caught my eye, and I've been wearing it. I love it. And I'm very fortunate that my husband is an only child because he can't wear it.
Have you ever had it appraised? Do you have any idea of the type of
I did.
value?
We had to have it appraised for the estate when she passed away. And that appraisal, if I remember, it was in 1991, was like $15,000.
Here is an exquisite Art Deco emerald and diamond ring, dating from the 1920s to 1930s. That stands out as a striking example of fine craftsmanship from that era. The centerpiece is a sugarloaf-cut emerald, shaped like a 4-sided pyramid with a domed top, a design that enhances the stone's vivid, true emerald green color. Flanking the emerald are elongated bullet-shaped and rectangular diamond baguettes, complemented by hexagonal-cut diamonds that add geometric precision and balance to the piece.
We really can't tell where it was made. There are no hallmarks or signatures on the piece, although I would venture to say it's probably an American piece.
The emerald, identified as Colombian in origin, is of exceptional quality, clean, richly colored, and top crystal material.
The Art Deco market has become very, very strong in the past 10 years, and especially a type of ring like this is highly, highly coveted by collectors and people who want exceptionally fine pieces. And I would say that this piece in the right conditions at auction would bring anywhere between $70,000 and $90,000.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
That's why I'm really glad you didn't break it apart.
Oh, there's no way. Oh my gosh, Peter, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for bringing this great Art Deco emerald ring into the roadshow today. It
I'm
really
afraid
is
to wear
special.
it now.
No, enjoy it. That's what your mother-in-law would have wanted.
Right, she would have.
It's been in my family. I'm the third generation to have it. And my grandfather gave it to my grandmother on her becoming a grandmother when I was born.
Okay. And do you wear it very often?
Not very often.
A remarkable diamond ring featuring a striking baguette-cut center diamond takes the spotlight in this heirloom piece.
Well, I gauged it at the table, and it's coming out to be at least 3 carats.
Oh my goodness.
Flanking the center stone are 2 side diamonds, each estimated at about 1 carat, bringing the total diamond weight of the ring to roughly 5 carats.
Do you have any idea of its value?
No, I really don't.
All right, well, a quick auction estimate is right around $15,000 to $20,000.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wear it in good health.
I will, thank you.
You're welcome.
My grandmother got married to my grandfather in 1935. My grandfather didn't have a lot of money, and it was right in the heart of the Great Depression. And he gave her a very, very small diamond in a large ring. She always vowed that she would get a larger diamond. Her father passed, and she had a bit of money. She saved up money for years, and she went to a jeweler in New York City and wanted the biggest diamond that she could possibly get for the amount of money that she had. That's what it is. What she told me was she was terribly embarrassed by her wedding ring. The ring was so small, she didn't want to show her friends. So she ended up getting this, but she never showed this to anyone either. So she was a very modest person, a wonderful person, one of my heroes in life.
When did she get this stone?
She got this sometime between the late 1950s and the early 1960s. I got it approximately 1996. After she gave it to me, she explained that the setting wasn't as important to her as the stone. She wanted to have a nice stone.
The item is a diamond ring set in a platinum mount from the late 1950s to early 1960s. The centerpiece is a round diamond weighing approximately 3.5 carats, though the exact weight would require removing it from the setting.
It's got a little color to it, but not a lot. We estimate the color is like a K or an L color. It's a pretty clean stone, so it's probably an SI1, SI2, something like that. It was just sort of very, slight visible inclusions.
On both sides of the central stone are small emerald-cut diamonds, which, while modest in carat weight, enhance the overall presence and elegance of the ring. The mounting itself is of good quality, typical of fine craftsmanship from that era, giving the piece a refined and timeless character.
We estimate that a retail value is probably at least $40,000.
What? Oh my gosh, I had no idea. I had no idea. This is the one big thing she wanted in life. And, wow. I'm shocked, beyond shocked. Oh, she was so good to me and my mom. I can't believe it. It's like she's still up there looking out for us.
About 20 years ago, my husband and I were in New Orleans, and I love the auction houses, and we happened to walk by, and I saw a baroness was having a bunch of her pieces being auctioned off. I saw that ring, and I knew it was mine. And when I found out it was from a baroness, well, that even made it more special to me. And I decided, before purchasing it, to have an appraiser come and take a look at it. And they had a list of appraisers that would come to the shop and look. And the particular guy I chose decided he wanted to purchase it from the auction house right in front of me while he was there being paid by me to look at this ring.
Wow.
The auction house was pretty upset about it, and they told him he had to come the day of if he had any interest in it, but they were not going to just go ahead and sell it outright to him. I was talking to my husband earlier because I didn't remember exactly, but we think it was around $20,000. Don't have it insured, work out in the garden all the time with it. So.
The item is a European-cut diamond ring, featuring an old-style cut that predates the modern brilliant design. The central diamond measures approximately 580 carats and exhibits a warm K color, typical of older stones. Despite the age of the cut, the diamond is of very high clarity, graded around VS2, with no easily visible inclusions and possibly even better quality upon closer examination.
It's not insured?
Okay. Should I quit working in my garden with it?
I would say yes.
Okay.
The ring is set in a fine quality setting that complements the antique character of the stone.
Retail value on the diamond, we're looking at $130,000.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my gosh, really?
And the setting adds another $8,000.
That's unreal. I really got a good deal. I guess that's why the guy wanted to buy it out from under me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very much.
My grandmother, when she passed away, left me all of her jewelry. I'm the only grandchild in the family, and she was quite a gal, and this was probably one of the most beautiful things that she left me.
And she was a model in New York?
She grew up in a farm in Weston, Connecticut, and then she went into New York, and at first she was a model for Stein and Blaine, and later on she became a buyer.
And who's the gentleman next to you?
And this is her husband. He was the manager of the Sherry Netherlands Hotel in about the 30s.
So they were very social.
Yes.
The featured piece is a Tiffany & Co. Ceylon Star Sapphire ring, crafted during the Art Deco period of the 1920s. The centerpiece is a striking blue Ceylon Star Sapphire, sourced from what is now Sri Lanka, weighing approximately 25 carats, a size that has become increasingly rare in modern times. The stone exhibits a six-pointed star chatoyance, a luminous optical effect that enhances its value and beauty when light strikes its surface. The ring is meticulously set in platinum and adorned with diamonds both around the setting and discreetly beneath the sapphire, an exquisite design detail typical of Tiffany's craftsmanship during that era.
A ring like that in today's market could easily be sold for somewhere in retail at $25,000 to $35,000.
Oh, that's wonderful. My children will be happy to know that.
Also accompanying the heirloom are two additional pieces, a carved jade necklace and a matching jade bracelet, both mounted in 18-karat yellow gold.
When I saw the bracelet and when I saw the necklace, I'm going to tell you, my father was a jeweler in 1927.
I'm getting scared.
Okay? He made that necklace. When I saw that, I flipped.
Oh my God!
That's jade, carved jade, 18-karat yellow gold.
He made this?
My father made that.
I brought a ring that was in my family for many years. My great-great-grandfather immigrated to Milwaukee in 1864. He was 19 years old. He was an apprentice jeweler. He started a family there, but then moved to Chicago, where he opened a jewelry store. He had that for many years, I don't know how long. And this was from his jewelry store. It was given to my grandmother, who in turn gave it to my aunt. Aunt Betty was very close with our family. She would come to our house in Michigan, and she came for Sunday dinner, and she gave this to me when she was ill, or was getting older. The story she told me was that Grandpa said these were a perfect match diamond, so I'd just like to find out.
The piece is a matched pair diamond ring, crafted around 1910. It features two old European-cut diamonds, an antique style, characterized by its open culet and rounded facets that predate the modern brilliant cut. The diamonds are nearly identical in size and quality, with one weighing approximately 2 Syrah carats and the other 2.05 carats, a remarkably close match that adds to the rarity and appeal of the ring. Both stones display a high color grade, estimated between H and I, appearing virtually colorless to the naked eye.
There is a slight chip on the girdle, which is the edge of the stone on one of them. Probably got hit on a sink or something. It's a slight chip just on the very edge of the stone. That could easily be polished.
The ring's mounting appears to have been updated or remounted sometime after the stones were originally cut, suggesting that it was preserved and modernized while maintaining its early 20th century charm.
We thought maybe a couple $1,000s.
Okay. Their diamond market is very strong right now. I would say that these two stones being matched, which also increases the value of the stones, because it's difficult to find two matching stones. You can go through thousands of stones trying to find two stones to match. These two stones in a retail situation today would easily be about $15,000 each, so you're looking at $30,000 for the two diamonds.
That's remarkable news. Lovely, lovely.
A little more than $2,000.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much.
My great-great-aunt was a traveling companion to a very wealthy woman, Charlotte Cardiza. They traveled the world for many, many years, and one of their voyages was on the Titanic. Charlotte, my great-great-aunt Annie, and Charlotte's son Tom were dining when they got the call that this ship was sinking, and they did survive. They were on lifeboat number 19, and what you see there was a cufflink that Tom wore. After they were rescued, he had the cufflinks made into 2 rings, one for his mama and one for himself. Later, he decided that he really didn't need this ring and he would give it to my great aunt, who supposedly, according to family lore, offered to give up a seat on the lifeboat for Tom. Obviously, they all did survive, so they all got on the lifeboat. And it's been in the family ever since.
The piece is a converted emerald and diamond ring, originally crafted from a cufflink worn by Tom Cardeza, a Titanic survivor. The top portion, once part of the cufflink, dates to around 1910, aligning with the period when Tom was known to have worn it aboard the ship in 1912. At its center rests a beautiful emerald-cut emerald, believed to be of Colombian origin, distinguished by its vivid color and fine quality. Surrounding the emerald are transitional cut diamonds, a style that bridges the old European cut and old mine cut, both characteristic of early 20th century jewelry design.
Where was Tom living? Do you know?
Germantown, Pennsylvania.
That makes
right
sense.
out of Philadelphia.
My guess is that this conversion was done right in Philadelphia. Unfortunately, it's not signed, so we
Okay.
don't know exactly who made it.
The band, fashioned from yellow gold and platinum, was added later, most likely in the late 1910s or early 1920s, and showcases pierced detailing that reflects expert craftsmanship. An inscription along the side of the ring reads, "Saved from the Titanic, April 15th, 1912, alongside the names Tom and Mama." This engraving, coupled with its exceptional materials and Art Deco aesthetic, makes the piece a rare and poignant artifact of both fine jewelry and history.
Especially when paired with such a fine Art Deco cufflink. At auction today, I would expect it to bring somewhere in the $6,000 to $8,000 range.
Hey, wow.
It belonged to my great-great-grandmother. I don't think it was an engagement ring because I think back in those days, and she died in 1912, that they weren't given engagement rings. I have a portrait of her and she has her wedding ring on, but this ring is not there.
A masterpiece from the Edwardian era, this platinum, diamond, and sapphire ring captures the refined elegance of early 20th century jewelry design. Crafted around 1900, it features a beautiful oval-cut sapphire at its center, surrounded by a halo of old European-cut diamonds.
We have a beautiful platinum setting characterized by meal grain accents, which are the fine little platinum dots that give the setting an extra bit of sparkle.
The platinum setting is adorned with delicate milligrain detailing, tiny platinum beads that add subtle sparkle and texture, a hallmark of fine craftsmanship from the period. The sapphire is the true centerpiece, radiant, richly colored, and likely of Kashmir origin, known for producing the world's most exceptional sapphires.
When we are appraising sapphires, we're most concerned and interested in their origin, so from where they were mined. At this period, most sapphires we see came from the Burmese region, so Myanmar, or Kashmir, which is the northernmost region of India. Kashmir sapphires are considered to be the most beautiful, perfect, standard sapphire that you could have in a piece of jewelry. In 1880, there was a landslide in the Kashmir region of India, and that landslide revealed sapphire deposits. The sapphires that were coming out of this area were the most beautiful in their color and their depth and their quality. So the Maharaja of India at the time very quickly claimed that region for himself. And from a period of 1882 to 1887, so in a 5-year period, that mine and that region was completely depleted of sapphires. So every Kashmir sapphire that we see today came out of the ground in the Kashmir region of India in that 5-year period. So they are very rare, and spectacular in their quality.
Overall, this ring stands as an exquisite example of Edwardian artistry, platinum precision, timeless diamonds, and a sapphire with history embedded in its depths.
I really do feel it is a cashmere sapphire. If it is not a cashmere sapphire, it would be a Burmese sapphire, which is also a very beautiful stone, just doesn't have the exact quality and rarity of a cashmere sapphire. If it is just a Burmese sapphire, I would say that the value for this at auction today would be somewhere between $40,000 to $60,000.
Okay, it kind of shocks me.
And if it is indeed a cashmere sapphire, which I feel pretty confident it is, at auction I think we're looking at somewhere between $100,000 and $150,000.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's quite something.
The ring belonged to my grandmother, who was born in, I think, 1895. I really don't know much about it. I did not know her very well. I only met her a couple of times during my life, and the ring came to my mother, and my mother wore it quite a bit. My mother never told me anything about it, so I just wear it. Never had it appraised. I was afraid that it might just be a piece of glass. But so I thought, well, I'll bring it and let's see what it is.
And what do you like about this piece?
Well, it's big. I like big jewelry, and this looks kind of a little ostentatious, so that's okay.
A striking treasure from the early Art Deco era, this platinum and diamond ring embodies the bold sophistication of 1920s jewelry design. At its heart lies a dazzling emerald-cut diamond weighing 330 carats, graded SI1 for clarity, meaning it carries only slight inclusions visible under magnification and H in color, giving it a near-colorless brilliance that catches light beautifully. Flanking the center stone are two straight baguette-cut diamonds, each weighing about 15 points. Set in an elegant half-channel setting, a refined touch that enhances the ring's geometric precision and understated glamour.
We don't have a way of knowing the maker because there's no hallmarks or maker's marks. The inside of the ring is marked platinum, which helps me identify that it was made in the US, likely in New York City.
The design choice of straight, rather than tapered baguettes, reflects a distinct Art Deco influence marked by symmetry and clean lines.
I would expect an insurance estimate of about $50,000. If you had to go out and replace it, I would expect to see that for insurance purposes.
Okay. That's more money than I ever thought.
This is a ring that belonged to Joe Ironman McGinnity. He is a Hall of Famer, and this ring was given to my great-great-great-grandfather. He was the brother-in-law of Joe. It was passed down to my dad and then now to me.
Steeped in history and craftsmanship, this Victorian-era serpent ring tells a story that stretches back to the late 1800s or around 1900. The design draws from a timeless symbol, the snake, long associated with rebirth, eternity, and protection. Its popularity surged after Prince Albert gifted Queen Victoria a snake-shaped engagement ring in 1839, sparking a fashion trend across England.
Yeah, because a lot of people think because he was a great baseball player with, durability and longevity, they think that's how he got the name, but it actually came from his job in the off-season.
Yes, that's right.
This particular piece features a three-headed serpent motif crafted from a combination of 15-karat gold and platinum, a pairing that became fashionable during the turn of the century. At its center glitters an old European-cut diamond weighing approximately 0.35 carats, flanked by a ruby and a sapphire, each just under half a carat.
But they were probably there at one time, and because the ring's been repaired so many times and it's been sized a few times, I can tell, they may have disappeared with all that work, but the ring looks English to me.
The detailing, choice of stones, and use of early platinum work make it a fine example of late Victorian jewelry artistry.
So when we value something like this, we have to factor in the fact that it was owned by him. It's not a baseball ring, and actually back then they really didn't give rings that much. They gave pendants.
Yeah.
Figuring that it belonged to him, I think it adds 10% more to the value. So For auction purposes, I would say $3,000 to $4,000.
Wow, that's great.
So my grandmother was an Irish baby nurse and like housekeeper right here in the area. Worked for some really wealthy families. I must have been like 3 years old. We went to visit her at work at this old woman's house, and the old woman just took the ring off.
Striking in both design and history, this gold, platinum, and diamond cocktail ring embodies the refined artistry of Fulco di Verdura, one of the most celebrated Italian jewelers of the 20th century. Verdura rose to prominence in the mid-1900s, gaining international recognition for his bold yet elegant creations that perfectly balanced sophistication and confidence. Among his most famous contributions to jewelry design was the Maltese cross, created for Coco Chanel, which became an enduring icon in the world of fashion. Beyond Chanel, Verdura also collaborated with other renowned jewelers, including Paul Flato, before eventually launching his own signature line.
His designs are generally sort of sophisticated, chic, but very bold. It's about 5 carats of diamonds total weight. This probably came out of the firm in the 1960s.
This particular piece, likely produced in the 1960s, showcases Verdura's signature style, sophisticated, chic, and boldly expressive. It carries Verdura's signature hallmark, a mark of authenticity that elevates its craftsmanship and historical value.
A great example of sort of a typical ring that epitomizes his style at auction. I would expect it to sell between $7,000 and $9,000.
Oh, wow.
And I would expect it to do the higher end of that estimate or even better.
Well,
it's a great thing.
I'm glad I kept it safe.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
It's so tiny, I don't think I could have ever worn it.
It is a small size, and if you do ever have it resized, just be careful to not get rid of the mark.
Well, we have here a ring that was originally purchased by my dad's boss for his first wife in the 1950s. Unfortunately, she passed away, and he gave it to his second wife. She chose to sell it, and she offered my parents the ring. My dad misunderstood the price, and so when she came to deliver the ring and pick up the check, my mother had already written the check, and the lady said, well, you know, I'll go ahead and take that.
So your mom, you've told me, was very strong, independent.
Yes.
Businesswoman.
Yes.
And she wrote that check for how much?
$15,000.
A lot of money.
Yes.
You know, you said in the late 70s.
It was supposed to be for 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant and rare, the ring stands out as a stunning 1950s creation, crafted in platinum and 14-karat yellow gold. Its design reflects the refined craftsmanship of mid-century American jewelry, where elegance met bold sophistication.
Diamonds are in that grading zone when they're white from D to Z.
Okay.
So after Z, you get into what could be a faint yellow, and then it goes right down. It goes into fancy color, fancy light color, and the more saturated the color is, it could be fancy intense, it could be fancy vivid. To find that out, it needs eventually to come out of the mounting, and it needs to go to a lab to have it graded.
That's what we were told. We just didn't want to get it out of the original setting.
It's a hard concept to embrace, for sure.
At the heart of the piece lies an extraordinary round yellow diamond, a rarity in itself, since most yellow diamonds are not cut in a round shape. Classified as a fancy yellow diamond, its color intensity may even reveal deeper richness if examined outside the setting. Measured at 12.8 millimeters in diameter and 7.8 millimeters in depth, the stone weighs approximately 7.85 carats, with a strong possibility of reaching a full 8 carats. It exhibits impressive clarity, graded between VS2 and VS1, and shows no fluorescence under ultraviolet light, an indicator of exceptional purity.
Any thoughts on what you think it may be worth today?
I know that the lady had mentioned at the time that she sold it to my mother, she was told it was worth about $80.
That would have been a big retail price.
Yes.
Though unmarked, its composition and craftsmanship suggest it was manufactured in the United States, embodying the opulence and glamour of the 1950s fine jewelry era.
If it's just under 8 carats, this stone today is easy $80,000.
Okay.
I would say at auction, $80,000 to $120,000.
Wow. Oh, just the stone itself.
Just the stone. Now, if it's over 8 carats, all bets are off, and the ring could be $100,000 to $150,000.
Wow.
And that's at
Wow.
auction.
Do the diamonds around it add into the value of it?
Well, there's another carat of diamonds there.
Mhm.
The fact of the matter is there's probably about $1,000 in the mounting.
Okay.
It's all about the diamond right now.
Right. Okay. Wow. Okay.
So it was maybe a few years ago. My parents live out in the country, a couple hours from St. Louis, and it was at an estate sale. I thought it was really cool looking, the colors. It was about $200.
Gleaming with old world artistry and Eastern influence, the ring is an 18-carat yellow gold from the Art Nouveau period, dating to around 1905. Its craftsmanship and design reflect the creative spirit of the early 20th century, where Western jewelry began embracing Orientalist and natural motifs.
I would say just the ring alone is worth about $2,000 to $3,000.
Whoa.
Inside the band lies a clear signature, Marcus & Coa, 18K. This mark ties the ring to Marcus & Company, a distinguished New York jeweler founded in 1892 by Hermann Marcus, a former craftsman for Tiffany & Co. Known for their exquisite enamel work and refined artistry, Marcus & Co. became famous for blending European luxury with exotic, nature-inspired aesthetics. The ring's form resembles a sultan's turban, a nod to Mughal design, with its vibrant green enamel and intricate curves evoking an Indian-inspired allure. At its center glows a cabochon Burmese ruby, smooth and richly pink in hue, typical of the finest rubies sourced from Burma, modern-day Myanmar.
That makes me that much more certain that it is indeed a Burmese ruby, because they would be using the highest quality of goods available to them at the time. Historically, with trade between Burma and the rest of the world, Burmese rubies couldn't be exported.
Surrounding it are brilliant white accent diamonds, delicately placed to highlight the central gem and the enamel's vivid color.
I would say at auction today, it would be worth between $7,000 and $10,000.
Whoa, no way. Oh my gosh. Wow.